This is Salamancer, and you know those days when you wish you were a cyborg? This is just one of those days for me. That engineer looks so cool. But we definitely have an awesome game for you guys here. We're gonna watch the... well, we're not gonna watch that. I don't like that guy's name, so we're not gonna watch him. We're gonna watch the rollout here from Joe Nuff on IAATG, which I assume stands for something about Team Gibbous, because they do all have Gibbuses on right now. Pretty sexy. Versus, I want to call them Team Playmate in the red. And this is from UGC Euro West. So this is Highlander, but it is European Highlander. And it's not ETF2L, it's totally UGC. Believe it or not, they have a European League as well. So this is going to be for all the marbles. Not most of the marbles. Not even like 99% of the marbles. This is definitely for all of the marbles. I don't know how many that is. It could be 5. It could be 5 million. So far, IAATG has decided they don't really want the marbles that badly, so Salamancer, whose name is pretty darn close to Salamancer, has got his Uber ready, and he had it ready to go way before our medic did there from... it's Murloc Bulba something? I believe it's something Bulbasaur. Probably is. Find him, Luke. Come on, where is he? Where's his name? There it is, Murloc Bulbasaur. Well, there you go. So that's their medic, and he's been building quite slowly. He's also got the Vitasol on, so I guess he expects to die a lot. And looks like that might come true. Maybe. He managed to get away there with 12 health, though, from that incoming Uber from the red team. So they are making some use of the Uber advantage they had and the player advantage they had after mid. And in fact, they've still got a huge player advantage, so this is pretty much going to be their round. You know, unless something absolutely crazy happens in the next 5 seconds. And wow! I can still smell the hops. So I went to a brewery tour today, which was pretty excellent. Oh, nice Uber! Saving the point there, but it's just a medic. Oh, look at the spawns, though. Spawns are in. If they can just get out here on the point in time, can they do it? No. Well, that was anticlimactic. Anyway, I went on a brewery tour here in Houston, the St. Arnold's Brewery, and I can still smell the hops. It's not a bad smell, but I can definitely still smell it. Let me see. Actually, I'm going to watch a Liberty Launcher roll out. That'll be fun. Mudcrab got an overheal and spawn, but oh, actually not the world's greatest rollout here. His rocket jumps maybe could be a little bit better. That one wasn't bad. There you go. But he's going to be like really slow, so that's too bad. The rest of the team gets there before him, and Mudcrab here wearing the dunce cap. Dunce because he got mid last. Where? Okay, so there's a Wrangled Mini Sentry over here, which is a very, very popular thing to do, especially on maps where they're kind of long sight lines like this one. It's working pretty well so far. The first casualty of this fight was Murloc Johnny? It's the Pyro, anyway. And wow, nice kill by S2GA. But in turn, he is headshot by Heavy is GPS. And by the way, High GPS, the sniper there for IAATG, he had me on his show. He has a show. He did an interview, and he interviewed me. It was pretty darn cool. We were talking about the medic and the quick fix specifically, which was, I was just kind of like, you know, it's the quick fix. That was more or less all you had to say about it. But we talked, and it was a cool show. So I do recommend his stuff over on. I think it might be JustinTV/High GPS. I will check that before I post this description. I'll write myself a note. But anyway, IAATG taken by storm this time around. They have popped their Uber, so they're in here now. They've got 2 kills so far. One of them with the Uber, the other one kind of happening around the Uber. And pushing on to the point. Just a little bit on fire. Not a lot, a little bit. And, oh no, actually, this is pretty interesting. So there's a back cap going on with, ooh, that was Yoduar. Oh, Yodare, I'm sorry. No, and then definitely Yodare is still alive using the Dead Ringer, disguised as a spy, interestingly enough. I think he's probably going to get spotted here. Plus now, of course, Spice, the Pyro, has been going pretty huge for Team Playmate. There goes Murloc, the medic. There's a bunch of Murlocs in their team, I know, but it's seriously, it's a medic, okay? So Murloc's down, 19% left on the Uber, very Vitasol-ish, and S2GA gonna be looking for more headshots there. Spice and Mudcrab both go down, and I have seen Mudcrabs more fearsome than him, but not a lot. Nonetheless, he is dead, so that does detract from your fearsomeness a little bit. Okay, that's annoying. Wow. Okay, so Bitebo or Bite? I'm not Bite. I'm gonna call him Bite. is now dead as well. S2GA going on a sniper spree here, but high GPS returning the favor, taking down Pavian, the heavy, for the Playmates. So the action, though, is pretty much going in our red team's favor right now, and nice headshot there once again. This guy's Snill. I don't even know what that means, but he was still on a rampage for a while. Finally, the Team Gibbous here in the blue should be able to push back onto the point a little bit. Not a lot. But taking out a couple players. Oh yeah, and Spice both dead. There is a mini sentry there, but it is actually pretty well hurt. So they could take that out pretty easily. Okay, that's really annoying. I'm gonna fix that later. If it keeps happening, and it does keep happening, doesn't it? Murloc Brain, though, as the heavy, pressing forward, and he's got a medic behind him with 100% Uber. They've got to make sure they don't lose this, though. Ooh, 54 health left on that heavy, and there he goes. And that was holding on to the Uber for just a little bit too long. And now they're kind of deciding, do we really want to go for this? Oh, a good kill on the demo man, so I guess they do, but they're not going to be able to get away with much else. There's still a heavy out there, and as cool as this cyborg looks, definitely not going to be able to take on a heavy by himself. In fact, he's going to go for that rotten cat over there, the enemy engineer. And it actually done some decent damage to him, got him down to about 75 health. That angled mini sentry is going to run out of ammo eventually. I feel like I'm watching Red vs. Blue. Some of the early episodes where they were firing that warthog at the cliff, and they were like, oh, it's got to run out of ammo sometime, right, guys? But once again, we do have Team Playmate with a big Uber advantage. They hold mid right now, and they're getting pressured. Interesting that there is a teleporter hanging around here somewhere, so I like that. Murloc Johnny hanging out in the wings. And where is the teleporter? Because that heavy definitely walked through one. Find this spy, because he's probably going to do something crazy in a moment. Yep, nobody's really spotted him yet. Oh, goes for the medic. Can't get that, so he settles for the stab. Going for the dead ringer now. Nice. And actually, that's interesting to note. He had like 9 health left there using that dead ringer, or 11 health, whatever it was. So the spy would have called that out because the spy actually saw him. And he may actually think that this spy is dead. Like, even if he's using the dead ringer, they're going to be like, yeah, he's using dead ringer, but no, he only had like 9 health. He's totally dead. So very possible that Murloc Johnny could get something rolling here pretty soon. Disguised as the engineer, and he's going to try and sneak around behind Team Playmate, but he's got to make something happen because there's 9 players up for Playmates right now, and he's just going to get a sap there. Nobody's called him out yet, though. I think the demo man may realize what's going on, but doesn't matter. Murloc. This time, though, they're going to realize that he's dead ringing, so that is a problem. Now, Salamancer is down. We missed that actually happening, but it looks like he ran in there with Pavian, and they died. Which is just too bad for them, because now Team Gibbous is going to hold on to this point again. Murloc Brain is kind of bringing up the rear of his push at the moment. He's got a lot of health. Just walk out here and dish out as much damage as he feels like. Oh, nice! Punching things to death with your robot hand. Man, I wish I could do that in real life. I would get all the ladies. But IAATG, Team Gibbous. Wow, nice kill there on Oh Yeah, who I don't think realized what was going on. Team Gibbous pushing out with 100% Uber, and they may be able to take back the middle point here. They don't have any scores yet. They've not won a round, so they kind of need to if they want to win this game against Team Playmate. I think it's Team Playmate. That's what I was told. If I get it wrong, I apologize. But Team Gibbous is now sitting on mid, and there you go, stacking up that point with ×7. They cap it nice and fast. I've been told to go on a POV here, a sniper POV, but yeah, great timing there, stream chat. Oh, Team Gibbous has lost 1 player. It is high GPS, the sniper. He's been on a roll, so I do apologize for not having him on the camera more often. There's a back cap going on here though, and the medic needs to bring his heavy back for just a second. I think they've taken care of this for now. Yeah, they certainly have. Where is that? I'm sorry, guys. Gotta find. There we go. Okay. High GPS is actually just... And there goes the Uber, so Murloc Brain looking for the medic kill. Can't quite get it. Oh, no, he did. Salamancer is down. Okay. Yep, he got it. He got it. And heavy, high GPS. Yeah, heavy use GPS. Just now getting out there to the middle. And, oh. That's a spy. It is not a good thing to get lit on fire. As we know here on SalTV, I did a lot of pubbing today and played some spy. Not that I'm very good at it, but getting lit on fire, it's not good when you're playing the spy. High GPS now Is he on fire himself? No, he's not. Okay, it's just a natural decline of the overheal. Looking for the headshots here. If he can take down the medic, that would be really good. But it doesn't really matter all that much. Salamancer only has like 15 health anyway. 27% Uber. There are a bunch of respawns coming in though, and I think high GPS. No, he did not get that headshot off on the sniper. S2GA took 50 damage from a body shot. And now I told myself I wasn't going to watch that guy. Sorry, left my camera on him for the wrong reason. Mud Crab going for a killer with that Liberty Launcher. And no, can't finish it off. He actually had the Market Gardener out. That's kind of cute. I've seen some pretty crazy Market Gardener kills, even in competitive. Oh wow, look at that though. That was definitely some Murloc Pyro going on there. Very impressive. And this heavy is way out of position, so he's probably doomed. Boom. Called it. And there you go. Team Gibbous takes a point. So, since this is UGC rules, we're probably going to see, let's see, yeah, 19 minutes left in this half, or it's until a team reaches 4 points. So, 4 points is a little bit of a weird halftime to have, because usually if one team ends up like 4-2 after the half, you'll just end up having a super short second half. It's kind of how the CEVO configs used to be, so I've heard. They used to have like halves to 4 instead of to 3, and then everybody switched, and now UGC has just decided to institute halftime at 4. No idea why. I haven't asked their admins, but that is what they're doing. So Joe Nufk is out here laying down some law, and by law I mean sticky bomb damage, and by sticky bomb damage I mean the law. But it's not enough. Apparently the law did not win this time around. His team won though, and there goes the medic. High GPS taking that guy out, so they can use their health advantage, they can use their Uber advantage now whenever they feel like it. They kind of want to hold on to the Uber advantage, if possible. Murloc Johnny coming around behind the enemy team, although he is lit on fire. So it does need to get a health kit first. And there's only 3 players left, so at this point it's just kind of cleanup. Still, you got to do the cleanup, or else something is going to come in after your medic, and you will not have an Uber advantage anymore. Never a fun situation, so cleanup is important. He's thinking about going for that, actually. Misses a couple shots, though, so... No, sir, Murloc Johnny. You're done. Rain is going to come in and clean up instead. And where's Pinky? Don't ask me. But IAATG, they should just push this. Maybe they're worried about... Well, they shouldn't be worried... No, they shouldn't be worried about sticky traps or anything, because they don't have to deal with that. This is the time to push, and they're not doing it, which does, of course, mean that they are wasting their Uber advantage. It's kind of sad. Maybe they're worried about a back cap. Which, I mean, makes sense. Yodeler, I guess, is, he's hanging around here, so does get a stab, pretty nice. And he I guess, was going for some back caps earlier, but really, I mean, they just needed to leave like 1 or 2 people there, and they could have pushed, and instead they didn't. So now they are stuck on mid, having a little bit of a stalemate going on here with a Wrangler Mason, and that is so ridiculous. Wrangler, you are ridiculous. Look at you. And there goes 2 Ubers. So I guess the blue team just wanted to wait for the red medic to walk in and Uber. A good shot with that flare gun, but it didn't get the kill. And now, interestingly, there is a back cap happening behind the red team. So they're having to drop back for this. It's a spy. Murloc Johnny did have the dead ringer out. So pretty common stuff there. You're never quite killing those spies. They are always getting away. So annoying. So annoying. We did play our Lakeside match yesterday for How I Fragged a Medic, and by the way, so annoying. Oh. Mudcrab's still using the Market Gardener. He's not going to get a kill with that. There's just no way. Like, it's cute, but you really ought to be using that Equalizer, man. Unless it's banned. There's no way it's banned, though. This is UGC. Equalizer's totally allowed. And there go 2 players of the red team. They still have their sniper up, but once again, a back cap going on, and nobody's trying to stop it this time around. There's a spy back here. I'm sorry, a scout back here playing some cleanup, and there you go. Murloc Johnny gets the cap. Now, a scout and a soldier coming in. Special K takes down Mudcrab, and his scout's going for last along with the spy. They're going to get it. Interesting. And a little bit anticlimactic, actually. Usually you see a lot more fighting than that, but hey, back caps work. They work very, very well sometimes, so that was cute. And we're going to watch the Joe Nufk cam again. Not a bad rule out. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Why did he lay that there? I don't know. I guess he just likes reloading more stickies. And so grabs that health kit. Just a tiny little half-second delay there. Doesn't really matter too much at this point because his opposing Demo Man is not here yet. So, decent sticky bomb damage out there on most of the red team, actually, as they were walking through that choke point. Not too shabby. Rotten Cat down to 17 health. There goes Yodeler. Mudcrab got a kit, so he's going to be healed right back up. But look at this. The blue team, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find a good camera angle. The blue team gets point presence, and they get the point. So everybody who's died here is going to get a nice respawn, except maybe the spy. Nonetheless, a lot of people dying here. And the medic, oh! Okay, gets out of there with 140 health, so not too bad off. Not at all. Team Gibbous, though, I don't know if they can hold this yard. Oh, I didn't know you could go up there. That's cute. Okay. So you learn something new about CP Follower every day. Every day that you play on it, which is like 2 days of your life. But, no, Team Gibbous, I mean, I'm surprised that they can hold yard, but I guess it's just because their opponents aren't really pushing in yet. Special K, though, did just take a headshot, maybe? Took something anyway, and S2GA takes down Murloc and Bulbasaur, so no more medic for our blue team. Special K is looking for a health kit now. Is he using the gunboats? Yes, he actually is. So he could have tried jumping up into the drop down here, but you got to be careful doing that, because, you know, he was going to end up with like 30 health afterwards. So anyway, here comes the Uber from our red team, and they're going to take down Special K. They've taken down the Pyro. Murloc Johnny going for a stab on the red Pyro, and the red Pyro does not know he's there. So not even going to redisguise, not going to bother with that. Just, are you kidding? Well, he got it. There you go. The moment we were all waiting for. Murloc Johnny stabbing the Pyro, and does he have a dead ringer, I wonder? I'm surprised he didn't pull it out a lot earlier. But there you go, 1 health left, and 64 health left. But another back cap going on, this time by the Demo and Engineer. Engineer gets taken out. Demo is still alive and kicking, so he could, well, yeah, he should probably lay some stickies in this point. Meanwhile, High GPS and the Scout there, that's, Scout. I actually can't even see where the Scout is. Oh no, that's Hallow. Definitely Hallow. Was the Scout. They were going for the cap, and it looks like they may be able to get it. Ninchuk back there on mid for some reason. No, this is not going to work too well for our blue team anymore. Although they did get a couple nice kills there from Joe Nuff. So maybe it will work, except that now the medic is just going to wrap around and go straight for the back cap. And is it going to work, though? No, it's actually not. Oh, craziness. Somehow this medic is not dead yet. There they go. Salasaurus is now down. But this point is not captured, so at least they held on to that, and they killed the medic, whose name is escaping me. It is Bulbasaur. My bad, but Bulbasaur got away with, you know, dying. 20% Uber just about from that Vitasaur is maintained after death. And so he's got a tiny bit of an Uber advantage, which is not a bad thing to have. But I haven't seen teams push with the Uber advantage too much here. So it hasn't been, you know, like regular clockwork type stuff. Clockwork's a player. Hasn't been regular clockwork type pushes or anything like that. But this is, man, this is getting to be a pretty big Uber advantage. Mudcrab, though, taking down a Special K. So Special K showing some special tactics there, which didn't work out that well. Sad to say. Sometimes special tactics do a good job. Sometimes they're just ridiculous. And Mudcrab, wow, actually going on a rampage. Taking down the Pyro as well. Yodeler, meanwhile, takes out Johnny, but Johnny was using that dead ringer, so he is going to be just fine. And Joe is, whoa, a little bit far forward there. I wonder how the defensive setup is for Team Gibbous. They look like they're actually wanting to be aggressive. Got a little dispenser in the water, but apparently it still works. It still functions, despite being waterlogged. So really good engineering there, gotta say. And yep, looks like this is they don't quite have a very solid defense setup. They're letting the sniper in the left-hand side, which is what a lot of teams do. And these Ubers are both done with. It's like our whoa, no, our blue heavy actually could have had a huge advantage on the red one there and ended up dying instead. So this is looking like it's going to go to our red team. Yeah, there's not a lot that we can do. So there you go. It's now 2-2, tied up after, I guess, a little bit of a mistake from Team Gibbous. They pulled away from that heavy when they could have gotten the kill. Oh, excuse me, my voice is just going to die here. Oh, quick spree, you got a Bulbasaur, interesting. So let's watch the Special K rollout. Looks like he knows how to rocket jump. Maybe a little bit better than his Liberty launching opponent. He's going going to take a... Oh, interesting. Yeah, he definitely does. Interesting little rocket jump route, and he is using the gunboats, so he doesn't even need to worry about taking that. He and the demo man get there about the same time, which is kind of shameful for the demo, but good for Special K. And he spotted... Oh, nice! He spotted a scout going for a flank, cleaned that up. That's what you got to do in Highlander. Make sure that your flanks are watched. I like this this soldier. He knows his role very well, and has now taken a couple shots there at... Oh! A lot of good damage coming out of this guy, and of course from the rest of his team as well. What am I doing? There we go. Yeah, looks like Team Gibbous will probably take this round at this point. Now, Murloc Bulbasaur did just, I guess, respawn, or just maybe just finished. No, probably just finished Ubering. My bad. I totally didn't watch that. Just finished Ubering, so he's not going to have 100% Uber advantage, but it will be fairly short, and it is actually a crit, so that makes sense. And Special K, wow, this guy knows his positioning as a soldier. He realizes that it's possible for the red team to try and push out there, but they're not doing that. They're actually playing pretty conservatively here on the point, which is not a bad idea at all, as they are just kind of waiting for the push to come in from blue. A lot of pushes like to come in from upstairs because it's a little bit easier sometimes, but you gotta be careful. If somebody's watching it, it's a very, very narrow area to get caught up in. You don't want to get caught up like that. Guys, that's a spy. Take him out. I don't know. Possible. Oh, crit screen coming in once again. They've crits the demo. Only he's slaying down sticks at the mini sentry, which is a waste of a crit screen because, of course, those crits do not do any additional damage to buildings. So that's a problem. It's like they wasted the crits, and now Salasaurus may get up to his 100% Uber, but he just lost his heavy. Pretty good for heavy is GPS. And, oh, a Bushwhacker kill as well. So he finally dies to that demo man there, but high GPS doing a decent job of getting the kills. Raking him in. Let's see where his score is right now. He is top ranking. He's actually outscoring his medic. So that's pretty awesome. And Salasaurus now running... Oh, pops the Uber just a tiny bit early here. Not entirely sure why. Maybe he just wanted his team to get forward and aggressive and in your face. You're in my face. I'm in his face now. How do you like that, huh? How do you like that? I'm in your face. Well, Spy was going for stab. Kind of missed that one, and Murloc Johnny didn't activate the dead winner in time, so he is dead. For good for the next 15 seconds. S2GA looking for the snipe. He takes down the Pyro. Can't really find anything else to hit. And man, these sniper lanes here are pretty long. But high GPS covers his side of things, so he is perfectly fine for the rest of his team. Kritzkrieg is ready once again, and are they going to pop it on the demo or on Brain? Looks like probably the demo, I think. Yeah, they're letting Brain walk out here. Oh no, they did pop it on Brain, but the problem is they just lost a lot of players there. Wow, lost a lot of players. You're not kidding, Salamancer. Yeah, they tried to walk through a choke point here that just was deadly. Absolutely deadly. So Team Gibbous losing all but 3 of their players. High GPS is one of them, looking for a headshot, can't get it. Spy actually takes down Pavian, and there you go. He now has killed Spice. Going for that sniper once again too. So high GPS, can he get him? Can he get him? Who's he going for? No idea. But he does have 124 health. Not a bad position to be in. Takes a body shot. Yeah, taking some spam, but he's avoiding most of it. And now Wrangle Mini-Sentry versus Wrangle Mini-Sentry through this choke point as well. It's always a cute little battle, seeing who can be the derpiest. Heavy is GPS. Looking down. Can he get another kill? Salasaurus down for Murloc Johnny. So that's going to be a huge Uber advantage for... Oh, man! Okay, yeah, there's a reason this guy's top dragon. And, of course, high GPS does have 6's experience, so he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Promise. Nice headshot there on the heavy, and that's going to take him down real fast. The Uber's in now as well. You don't normally flash an Uber to a sniper, but I got to tell you, if the sniper's hanging around and it has 5 health, I'll flash it to him because I want to make sure he stays alive. Nonetheless, nope, he's dead. Too bad, because he was getting some pretty crazy kills there. Mudcrab is down, and I wonder if he's still on top of his team. No! The medic has surpassed him using that cheating that medics do, where you get like 1 point for every 600 points you heal. I think is kind of how it works. Plus you get points for Ubers, and you get points for capping, and you get points for assists. So medics can rack them up nice and fast. So for high GPS to have been outscoring medic for that was pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Anyway, Team Gibbous once again pushing forward. They do lose. Wow, come on, spy check, bro. You got us. Well, how do you spy check with no hands? I don't know either. I'm sorry. I'm being accusatory now, and I shouldn't. But yeah, definitely spy check that. Team Gibbous though pushing forward, and they look like they want to bring this in. Is it going to be a crits again? It's an Uber. Just barely popped on Murloc Brain in time, and the problem now they have is that if they flash it away from him, he's going to die. So you have to spend the entire Uber on the heavy. Oh, lots of damage on Salamancer, but he gets away, standing next to a dispenser, so it's not too bad. 85 health on the medic right now. And our red team is kind of standing back here behind cover as well. So that means they also may let the sniper in this side. They've got a scout watching, which is pretty good. That's what you kind of need to do. Okay, where's because if you're a sniper on this map, pretty much just walk the left side. And usually people won't be defending it very well. Although that's not a bad little Rainbow Mini-Sentry location to defend this. Oh, there you go. So the... Whoa. Whoa. So the combination of Scout and Rainbow Mini-Sentry managed to hold off that side. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. As long as they are paying full attention, they should be able to shut down the snipers walking in over there. Thing is, the rest of the team could actually choose to walk in over there too. They have to cover a little bit more ground to get to the enemy medic, but I mean, it's not a bad idea. There goes the Uber once again on Murloc Brain, and this time around they've managed to pop it way later than the red team, who decided to Uber a little bit early. Yes. So Special K jumps in, and Salasaurus heals a spy, and it's not very good. He's still healing a spy, and this spy is just like, yeah, come on, keep healing me. Come on, keep healing me, bro! Nope, not gonna work. But he does use the Dead Ringer somehow. And there you go. Nice kill by the Pyro. Actually got a nice little reflect kill, and Salasaurus is 3-2 with 3 minutes left. So can they cap one more time here before halftime? We will have to see. Joe once again taking a decent rollout. But he's probably going to grab this. Oh no, he isn't going to grab the health kit. He wanted to, but his soldiers stole it from him, and not the best sticky jump in the world means that he is going to end up kind of late to mid, actually. But just about on time with his friendly demo man on the other team. In fact, I don't even see the demo over there. He's going up the right side, interestingly, and stickying that up pretty effectively, so nobody going to walk through there for a while. The problem is, of course, even with that sticky trap, he can't do a lot of damage. Nonetheless, Team Gibbous running backwards, or they should be, because they don't want to pop an Uber on a lone demo man. That is not a good idea. I promise. If you try to pop an Uber on one lone guy and you try to take down 8 guys, 9 times out of 100, and yes, I mean 9 times out of 100, it might work. But otherwise, no. No, don't even think about it. So 100% Uber means that they will probably try to use it to defend seconds as soon as their opponents push in. No, Salasaurus is down, actually. Forgot about that. So once they get their team up and ready to go, they should be able to push fairly shortly. And I'm thinking that's what they'll do. They got to be careful. You don't want to lose your medic to this. And S2GA just got a kill on the sniper. A pretty important pick, considering that sniper, high GPS, is just putting his team on his back. The entire 8-man team there, aside from the sniper, is pretty much just kind of being carried. But Bulbasaur is bringing his people rotating around through the stairs. They got to watch for sticky traps up here, but apparently there aren't any. And so they are going to push nice and forward here through to the middle point. They will probably pop an Uber. There they go. Can they take down the medic? No, they're too busy focusing on the players. Not a bad idea, you know, to take down the sentry, maybe get 1 or 2 kills there, but they didn't kill the medic. And so they're going to have some issues there. And the opponent's team Playmate push right back in with an Uber of their own. Bulbasaur is still alive, and keeping the rest of his team alive too, so actually, mostly keeping the heavy alive, but they've got a pretty good positioning here. Although, finally they lose a player. And they can't cap the point yet. Oh, nice sticky trap, high GPS now, spotting a heavy. wants to get the kill there. Maybe. Oh, he did hit something. So I kind of like this little sniper angle, but you got to have a really good reflex to do something like that. And there you go. They finish off the demo. Nice. I guess he killed himself with a sticky or something, maybe a roller. But he's down as well, and Team Gibbous is still backed up into their yard. How much time is left, though? 8 seconds? So, yeah. This is kind of over for this round. And so we'll be back with that second half, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pretty good first half. Pretty good. There were mistakes by both teams, but it's Highlander. You can't expect... There's like 18 players in the field. Somebody's going to make a mistake, okay? It's going to happen. But on the whole, pretty good play from both teams. The crit streak I haven't been liking as much, and I do want to see some regular Ubers used more often, just because with crits, I mean, sometimes you can get that crit sticky off and surprise people, but most of the time it seems like there's just not a whole lot of good positions to really crits. And remember, they have switch sides now, so... Oh, wow. So Hallow there eats a bullet, and by the way, don't eat bullets. There is a crit streak going off right now. Joe actually takes somebody down there, and the problem, of course, with the crits is that there's so many hiding spots. You just run right back away, and Salamancer there actually finally getting the heals back on, so he's going to have 100% Uber. There he goes. Are they going to be able to cap this? They've got somebody standing on the point right now, interestingly enough. And they do push the Uber out. 2 kills already for this crazy spun-up heavy guy. And really what they want to do is actually just take the Uber off, because everybody's already run away. But no, it's too late now. Oh, get away! No! Salamancer, we hardly knew you. Good kill, though, by the Pyro. Murloc Bite Bo Jackson. Apparently he's done that in his life, which is gross. I would bite Bo Jackson. He's an awesome guy. And if you ever played Tecmo Super Bowl, you know what I'm talking about. Bo Jackson. IAATG, though, with control of mid still, and Joe Nuff is looking for... Yeah, oh no! Why didn't he set those off? He could have cut off that demo and completely killed him, and instead, he let him get away. That demo was the one that got away. He's going to remember that for the rest of his life. It's going to haunt him. But anyway, he's able to push forward, and he might actually catch up with that demo. You know, take him out to coffee. See that the demo has a wife now and kids, and so it's just too late. Sorry, Joe, it's too late for you. You let him get away. You know, everybody's got regrets, and that's going to be Joe's. Oh man, and Joe's also probably going to regret having a knife plunged into his back by Yodeler. But Bulbasaur has 100% Uber. He can pop this whenever he needs to. Right now, he doesn't feel like he needs to. He feels like what he needs to do is heal people up and wait for the inevitable push from his opponents. Oh yeah, the Scout once again shut down there, this time by High GPS. That crazy sniper. So, Special K is using a couple Liberty Launcher rockets, but... yep, once again, Mudcrab using the Liberty to its maximum effect. Gotta love it. Nonetheless, he was only able to get 1 kill out of that. Now, it is a Soldier and a Demo Man both down. There is a back cap. Once again, we have not had enough back caps this game, I promise you. Not nearly enough. And what is the red team doing? They need to stop this, but right now it's a Medic Demo and Heavy going for the back cap. That's pretty ballsy, but I like it. It's a good play. And now, our blue team, Team Playmate, is in control of the point. I'm actually sitting back up in my chair because it's exciting again. It was always exciting, I'm just kidding. But I am sitting back up in my chair because it was uncomfortable to be that slouched. Somehow, this engineer got away. I am as confused as you are about that, but he did. Got the Wrangler out and is trying to deal some damage. There you go, his mini-sentry is sapped and gone. Yodeler doing some pretty good damage himself. He was the one who was who had the finishing shot on that engineer, and a stab on Murloc Johnny. So Yodeler is going huge this game, this half especially. Looks like he may end up. Oh, I like that instant direction change. Absolutely instant direction change. Going to go for High GPS. If he can take this guy out, that's going to be pretty important, and he can. So now, well, the rest of his team is dead. And they might end up losing mid. Rotten Cat has a level 3 sentry, and he is just furiously banging on that thing. But it's not going to be enough. There it goes. I do like the positioning. It definitely held off the push for a while, but I do think the push is going to happen, and people are shouting over me. But it doesn't even matter. You can hear me just fine. But yeah, I do think that this push is going to probably work for IAATG. It's just kind of delaying the other. Nonetheless, Pavian getting in here, doing some crazy damage. He's taking down 2 players here. 3 maybe so far. Finally is backstabbed, and the point is actually capped. So even though he got a bunch of kills and the enemy medic, well no, the medic is actually still up. Bulbasaur got away from that. So they're going to have a big Uber advantage, and something in my nose really hurts right now. But wow, big Uber advantage.
The control point is being
And they've taken down that demo man once again. So they might lose the middle points, but they will definitely win the style points. Definitely win those style points. High GPS getting on the point. Actually, no, they're not going to lose the middle points. So style points and middle points. I tell you what, when you can get both, why not get both? Have your cake, eat it too, and then show it to your friends. Why did that even... Okay, well, we get sounds sometimes, random sounds. And High GPS is still looking for those headshots, which it's just utterly crazy the headshots we get sometimes. Trying to shoot through his heavy. That's a tough shot to make. Through, you know, 3 or 4 feet of solid flesh and bone and muscle. But there goes that Liberty Launcher Soldier once again. Had the Market Gardener out. Not really going to work too well when you're Girardi'd and a heavy is coming after you and that heavy is invincible. And man, can you headshot that scout enough? I don't think you can. And there goes the sniper as well for the blue team. So if Red wanted to push into this, well, they got to worry about a what's it called? An Uber from Salamancer, who actually does pop it. Forced there by Nintyuk, the engineer. Very nice action. Now, can this demo man escape the fury of the invincible heavy? Looks like he can, and the heavy didn't realize there was a bunch of stickies beneath him. So now, this is very much in IAATG's favor. Although, look at the spawn times for those medics. Both the same, both very long. So Yodel are going to get away for now. Somehow avoided that Girardi as well. And there's just so many hiding spots here for the spy. It is ridiculous. But the problem is he needs to go and get behind the red team once again, which he has not done. And his scout just died, so that's never fun. S2G8, what can you do about this? It's him against High GPS, and I gotta tell you, normally that situation is going to favor the red sniper here. BAM! That is why. High GPS definitely has some sniper instincts on him. Which means, of course, that now, with only 1 sniper up, that's a huge advantage to the red team. They can deal lots and lots of long-range damage very easily. Salasaurus gets an amputator kill, and it is an actual kill, not even a dead ringer. Just totally gets that kill on the spy. So that's always fun. Sadly, the amputator does not give you Uber when you kill somebody with it, so didn't push him over the edge just yet. But nonetheless, they can push forward. They've got the Uber just about. They've got to watch out for this sniper, who is still alive and still menacing. But they will be okay for now. Pushing on mid, eating a pill, a sticky here and there, but still okay. Is there somebody coming in behind? Yes, there is a pyro. No, I'm sorry, spy, not a pyro at all. Could have gotten the stab there on the medic, but didn't. And now there's even a soldier, that Special K, trying to sneak in and force the pop out of blue. Can he get it? Yes! He absolutely can, but actually that Uber was popped way late there. Should have popped it on the heavy quite a bit earlier and just didn't. Nonetheless, Mudcrab takes down Joen UFC. Wait a minute. No, I swear that was not his name earlier. Anyway, takes down the demo man. Oh yeah, Joe Nufk. I'm sorry, it's Joe Nufk. I was thinking Yoon or something like that from the Netherlands, but who knows? Well, anyway, we have not had a single point scored this half yet, so it should still be 3-2 in favor of Team Gibbous, I want to say. I want to say that's our score. I don't even remember anymore. But Team Gibbous has been playing a pretty good game, especially out of that crazy, crazy sniper. Ooh, that's not him. Where is he? Come on. Come on. There we go. He's trying to peer up the window there. And he once again takes down S2GA, even though S2GA actually had the first scope. Well, actually, the first scope isn't always a good thing, believe it or not. And I don't know all of the lore behind playing sniper. Wow, crazy stuff. But actually, if you get the first scope, sometimes that just means that you are going to be... oh, look at those pipes! It just means that you're going to be slower. And Brain is going to eat a backstab here. Oh, wow. I'm surprised he didn't. But good work from the rest of his team to save him. But yeah, it means that you're going to be... You know, of course, when you're scoped in, you're slower. And Brain realizes he can't eat that sandwich, so dropping it is kind of pointless. Yeah, you can't... What am I saying here? You move slower when you're scoped in, so it actually makes you an easier target. So if you scope first, that can be a bad thing. That was my point. I'm sure I made it several times over now. And Team Gibbous is pretty much just hanging around that midpoint. They could run down the clock, but it's not usually a great strategy. The medic spots Murloc Johnny, who got the kill on that heavy, and now the medic is down as well. So Team Gibbous needs to use the time to push if they possibly can. And Nintiak here... Oh no, he's behind his own lines, not behind enemy lines right now. But wow, look at the kills from Joe Nufk, who's just furiously chasing in here, and that Pyro almost walked straight over those stickies. Not even a good idea. Instead, pretty good air blast reflex. But the teleporter is down. Spice gets one kill on the sniper, interestingly enough, who was way forward. So I think that Team Playmate ought to be able to defend their second point. The Uber situation, though, is not looking good for them right now. They need to find some way of forcing the Uber early, getting a drop. What they can do? Yodeler gets Special K, but then is backstabbed himself. So has that happened to him twice now? Maybe 3 times? I have no idea, but it's not good. Rotten Cat setting up a sentry. And it is level 1. Okay, so he just built that. Yeah, he might get up to level 2 or 3. Meanwhile, the Ubers are just fading away out here for our red team. I guess it was forced a bit early for them. Salamancer got away and actually was using... Wait a minute. Yeah, he was using the stair room over here. Oh, I thought that was him getting the back cap. Well, he's going to come help get that back cap pretty shortly. And there's the Uber. So they will have to take out the sentry, the dispenser, all that stuff. His demo, once again, just kind of hiding for his life from great heavy Pavillon. But there you go. If our blue team can win this round, they will put themselves into a tied position. And they do it. It's pretty slow going here so far. I gotta say that 5 CP Highlander is not the most fast and furious action you could ever have, but it's not too bad. Seems pretty awesome plays so far. And I have not watched the Pyros enough because they've been doing some pretty crazy air blasting, using the regular flamethrower too, which is surprising to me. The difference, of course, between this and the Degreaser is that this has more afterburn, but you switch weapons a lot slower. And afterburn isn't usually what's going to kill people, so it's got the same damage otherwise. They go for an interesting little forward sentry deployment, and now Spice is chasing down the demo, eats a sticky under his feet, and he is dead. Nice catch there, but Murloc Johnny is actually still alive, and could chase down that heavy too. Nonetheless, there is an Uber from Pavillon, so he's taken down Murloc Brain, the heavy. They're not going to be able to get much further with this. The Uber is over. There goes Murloc Johnny with a nice stab. And now the Scout, interestingly enough, has found his way up here over to the right, along with S2GA. Both these guys are in a really interesting position, and nobody's caught that out yet. So a nice little aggression here by our blue team may win them this. Good teleporter positioning, though, lets the heavy reinforce very, very quickly. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh! There's an Uber pop out of Murloc Bulbasaur, who managed to get away with like 12 health. And what is this engineer doing? Don't ask me. He's apparently a rotten cat, which means he could do just about anything. I mean, he could decompose further, he could stink, he could bloat a little bit, and he's a rotten cat. Anything could happen. Team Gibbous pushing back on the mid once again after their enemies pretty much wiped out there, so taking good advantage of the positioning that they got and the opportunities that were given to them. Murloc Johnny now going for the headshot. Wow, nice. Takes down S2GA. Not too difficult when the guy is scoped in and not paying attention to you, but hey, that's what you got to do as a spy. And nice kill on Oh Yeah as well, the Scout. So he is, once again, on a roll this half, but high GPS still way outscoring the rest of his team. You're kidding me. He's like 11 points ahead of his medic. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's just plain old hacker territory, man. Nothing else to say about it. High GPS totally hacks. Look at that. Look at that hacking. How he got that headshot. Totally hacking. But he's just going huge right now. Goes for the medic. He just wants to make it look like he's not hacking, so he didn't get that headshot. Otherwise, it would be too obvious. Oh wow! Found the sniper. Honestly, that's. If I were SUGA, I don't know. Maybe the sniper was called out. But if I were SUGA, I would be thinking that was a little fishy. Nonetheless, pretty good play here by most of our red team as they are holding on to position quite effectively. And there you go. High DPS finds that engineer who is being a pest. Of course, he was actually hit by the mini-sentry there, so there's nothing fishy about that at all. Just looking in the direction of the arrows that are the damage indicators. Uh-oh. Oh, Pavian, you are in trouble, sir. And look at that. What? What? Okay, no. Okay, alright. Yeah, he got the hit. Interesting. Bring a spy. Always a good idea. But yeah, he got the hit there, and it actually didn't kill him. I don't think I've ever seen a bushwhacker not kill a demo man before, but that demo man was fully overhealed, so it actually worked. Nonetheless, the demo killed himself afterwards. And Mudcrab now pushing in with the rest of his team. There goes the Uber. Salasource. Like Salamancer, except, you know, using a source engine. So I think that once again, Team Playmate may get the cap, but it's going to be harder this time as there is a heavy pushing out. Oh, nice kill though. Scout wrapping around behind. This heavy does not have a lot of health left, and it's going to be hard-pressed to find the heals because, of course, they changed the sandwich. Now when you drop the sandwich as a heavy, you can no longer eat it for 150 health. You can only pick it back up. If you want to eat a sandwich or health, you have to stop and stand still and do the taunt, which it kind of makes more sense, honestly. If you can just instantly grab 150 health anywhere on the map, it's just a tiny bit broken, but yeah, they changed it. So now Pavian is going to have a little bit harder time finding that health. Nonetheless, he's going to push right back out here, and he's got a lot of threats to deal with. Takes down the mini-sentry first, the engineer is down, but then, of course, he is finally overwhelmed by Team Gibbous, and heavy is GPS. Once again, high GPS finishes that off. Bulbasaur with 55, almost 60% Uber. His opponent with nothing. Nothing at all. Nin Flanders style. Special K. Oh, Yodeler was going in for a kill, and is still alive. I wonder. Oh, Murloc Johnny's going for, or was going for a teleporter camp. That's cute. Okay. Yodeler is still behind enemy lines, but they've spotted him once again, so he's going to have to go for that Deadbringer once again. And it should be fairly obvious where he is right now. Yep, that's not going to work too well. Pyro's found him, so now he's got to run away with the... Look at how little damage that does. Well, somehow he managed to get away with it, and Team Gibbous just lost 2 members in exchange for 1. Going for the kill on a Pyro now, who is kind of at low health, so if he can get one more shot, yes he can. Pyro's down. It's really going to help his team defend that second point if, you know, the entire red team is too busy chasing after a spy. Worked pretty well. Worked pretty well. High GPS, very close to death right now, but can Mudcrab take him down? So far I know he's going to actually have to deal with that engineer. May use a drop down, but that could be dangerous. No, okay, he's going to go away with it for now. And he nails high GPS with that one. But that sniper is still alive and still a threat. Nope, Spice, sorry, you tried. It was a good try, but didn't quite aim right and wasn't quite close enough. Can Team Gibbous stop this capture? I don't know, but this is one of the longest rounds of Follower I ever casted, for sure. 11 minutes, so it's been almost 20 minutes so far. 19 minutes in one round, and we have not seen last point captured yet. If Team Gibbous can just hold on for the rest of the game, then they win. But if one capture happens in either way, it could either seal the game or it could make it a very, very interesting one. Bulbasaur's having some trouble here, calling out the scout on him, and nobody's helping him out. That's always sad, but there was a mini-sentry back there, so that'll keep the scout off for a bit. Until it's wrangled, anyway. It is all about the Gibbous. I agree. Look at those Gibbuses, except for the sniper and the engineer. They don't have Gibbuses. That's kind of sad. There you go. Bulbasaur stayed alive, got his 100% Uber up, and now Team Gibbous may end up pushing forward with it. They should. They've got a 3-player advantage. They've got an Uber advantage, big time. And Murloc Johnny has spotted the enemy medic. What? Okay, crazy side stab there. Some would call it a Matador stab, as the enemy ran straight towards him. He just kind of sidestepped that way. Matador style. Pavian goes down, and Salasaurus is taken down by Murloc Brain. So the Murloc is furiously wrecking just about everything in here, and this could end up being the capture that decides the game. Brain is going to yeah, pretty much rush out here with the rest of his team. They could wait for Uber, and they might end up having to because there are a lot of spawns right now. There is a sentry up, a lot of players out here, but there's no medic, and that's pretty important. They just deal some chip damage, back up whenever they need to, get a couple kills, keep their enemies on the back foot, and wait for that Uber, which is what they will do. They will wait for the Uber. Actually, 3 losses there in a row. 3 players down, including the medic. Not sure what happened there. Did not catch it on camera. But you know what? Now Team Gibbous is in a little bit of trouble, as they're going to have an Uber disadvantage. And Salasaurus may want to try and push out. If they lose this point, of course, they will lose probably the game. They would have to get 2 points in 10 minutes, and that's going to be tough. High GPS takes down the sniper, and that's going to be a scary thing to push into. There is a sentry beneath this, and so yes, this is the vaunted garage hold, which has a problem if the enemy knows how to deal with it. So, you know, you bring a pyro in there and all that stuff. But nice back cap attempt. Special K though, and Murloc Johnny down. Murloc Johnny not down for the count. He is he's dead ringing, and decloaked, I should say, in that house. This is, in fact, so common to have a spy's decloak in there that you really just need to have somebody inside at all times. He's going for the kill now on the medic, ended up taking down the heavy instead, and did die, but at least he's killed the heavy. And now, Team Gibbous has 100% Uber again. They could push in with this, and they will. Dealing good damage. Can they take down the demo? They can. And they'll probably end up taking down this sentry as well, the engineer. No! Pyro saves it, temporarily at least. Good Uber on the Pyro to save that. A lot of time on the point right now, but I think, yep, Team Playmate, excuse me, going to have the defense. And that, of course, the sentry watches the point very nicely and very effectively, so nobody's going to be able to hide back there and get it. Salasaurus with 44 health left, me with allergies. His team losing players left and right, including the demo. They did just get a respawn, which is pretty awesome. Love all the reincarnation that goes on in these FPS games. But S2G8 having another furious sniper battle here with high GPS, neither of them even hitting each other right now. And there you go, high GPS gets the kill, so he's going to be in on the left-hand side. Can he get a kill? Let's find out. I want to find this camera. Spots a spy behind him and takes down Yodeler. One shot off of the demo. And he's really going to start clearing the way for his team here in just a second. Even gets a shot off on Salasaurus, who's 85%. Couldn't get the kill yet. But the demo's down, and there you go. Sentry takes down high GPS, so maybe a little bit overzealous there. Here comes the Uber. Oh, they need to push this now. Oh, too late! They let their opponents get an Uber. They will take down the Sentry with those stickies. Not too bad. It is actually sapped, so even better. But can they stop this capture? They need to. They've got an Uber, so they should be able to. There you go. It's just 3 players left alive for Team Gibbous, so once again, they are going to have to fall back to second and probably lose that as well, as they have such a disadvantage right now. Medic in here by himself. That's never a good position to be in because, oh, Needle's down. Oh yeah, so he might get away with this. He does. 70 health left on that medic, and he got away. And there's a back cap. Team Gibbous with the spy cap. Look at that. Spy is pretty happy about life right now. So we do have, oh, excuse me, Team Gibbous, I think now ahead 4-2 with 6 minutes left. And they are starting to celebrate. Can't quite celebrate yet. They need to keep playing the game because it is possible, if they all just left the server, to still lose. Totally possible. Pavian's going to have to do some work, though, along with the rest of his team, and they really need to take down High GPS, who has just been carrying all game. Yodeler takes the sticky trap there. And Pavian dies. Eats the bullet once again. Oh yeah, is way behind the rest of his team for some reason. And Team Gibbous is probably going to get the cap on mid, which will pretty much seal the deal here. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left. And the red team is going to take it. By it, I mean the midpoint. That might also mean the game.
The control point is
That
being
might also
captured.
mean that you just lost the game. Deal with it. They've found the sniper who will not get away from the burning flames of this Murloc. And pretty much it's just going to be a steamroll from here on. 100% Uber. All their players alive. Well, there goes 1 or 2 anyway. But still, 100% Uber is not a bad thing to have. So they push in. They're going to take the second point. And wow! That demo tried to bomb in and get a kill, but instead, well, he cleared the way for his scout to take down the medic. Not too bad. But yeah, it's Team Gibbous' game to lose here at this point. They've got 4v4, and they could actually push in right now if they wanted. No! Mud Crab! With a solid defense there, considering how slow and ridiculous Mud Crabs are. There is a scout trying to get the kill on, or the capture on last. Hallow did not manage to do it, though, and that sentry is still watching. So Team Gibbous won't be able to put it away right away, but Murloc Johnny takes down the demo, who was probably a little bit overextended there. And he's going to probably just decloaks right upstairs. Somebody's got to hear that. Nobody heard that. Nobody's chasing after him. Nobody heard it. That's just surprising. Honestly, just surprising. Johnny realizing that they would spot him. He's just going to try to get a headshot on this sniper. Nope, never mind. Moving around a little bit too much for his tastes. Instead, he's going to go try and take down the sentry. Nope, not going to happen. Team Gibbous is not catching that crazy lucky break right now. But they will probably push in. Let me find that heavy, sorry. Probably push in with the Uber. Unless he gets stabbed. Pretty close there. But yeah, they push in with the Uber. And interestingly, they didn't Uber the heavy. So the heavy is dead. And Team Playmate is going to push right back out and capture the second point. How much time is left in the game? There's a back cap going on, but it doesn't matter. How much time is left in the game? 3 minutes, 25 seconds. They would have to cap ultra fast all the way through twice in a row just to tie it up here. So Playmate probably doesn't have it, but you never know. Back cap going on once again. It's going to be, a ×2 capture rate on that second point is pretty crazy. There is a pyro here to defend the last point, but that's going to be, he's going to defend it against quite a few players here. Yeah, that's going to be it. That's it, guys. GG. Team Gibbous win the game. Pretty convincingly. But, you know what? Playmate wasn't too bad either, except for that demo man, whose name I will not say, because what a jerk. Why would you name yourself that? I'm not going to say that. But, guys, thank you for watching. This has been Salamancer. Do hit follow, subscribe, whatever, on YouTube, Twitch /FatMop. That's where all my shoutcasts go, and I will see you guys later.